In this video, I'm gonna share with you 5 Atlanta neighborhoods that are absolute hidden gems. And that's coming up right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to Living in Atlanta. This YouTube channel is all about what it's like to live in Atlanta, Georgia. I do home tours, I talk about different neighborhoods, and I talk about the best places to invest in real estate in Atlanta, Georgia. My name is Marc Brenner. I'm a licensed realtor here in Atlanta, and my team and I help people relocate here from out of state all the time, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking of moving to Atlanta, whether you're buying a home or renting, I would love to hear from you. All of my contact information is below. Feel free to reach out anytime. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be putting out multiple videos a week specifically about what it's like to live in Atlanta and taking you on tours of different Atlanta homes for sale. Okay, so I wanted to do a video today about 5 neighborhoods in Atlanta that I personally think are absolute hidden gems. So what makes a neighborhood a hidden gem? Well, to me, a hidden gem is a neighborhood that's less well known, that has better value for the home prices, that has a bright future ahead of it, and plenty of amenities nearby to enjoy. Now, there are way more than just 5 hidden gem neighborhoods in Atlanta, but today I'm going to focus on the ones that are ITP, inside the perimeter. But in the future, don't worry, I'll definitely do an OTP, or outside the perimeter version of my hidden gems neighborhoods. So let's get into it. Here are my top 5 Atlanta hidden gem neighborhoods. All right, coming in at number 5, Night Park, Howell Station. Night Park is a tiny little neighborhood in northwest Atlanta that has an extremely bright future. In this little section of Atlanta, you get all of the great amenities of West Midtown and Midtown at a much lower price. There's nothing in Atlanta you're not close to in Night Park, including some of the best green spaces in Atlanta, like Proctor Creek Greenway, which is a beautiful 3.5-mile stretch of a green path that will eventually connect to Atlanta's West Side Beltline Trail. So that also means that Night Park is a Beltline adjacent community, so you get to enjoy all the amenities the Beltline has to offer, including the steady rise in home values that we're seeing for all of the neighborhoods the Beltline runs through. But the real reason to be excited about Night Park is its proximity to the future West Side Park at Bellwood Quarry. Now, I've talked about the West Side Park and Bellwood Quarry in previous videos, but in short, it is planned to be Atlanta's largest green space. At over 280 acres, it's going to absolutely dwarf Piedmont Park, which is Atlanta's most popular park as of right now. Now, this is a huge project with many different phases, but you can bet as it progresses, home values in the areas surrounding West Side Park are going to continue to rise. And if you live in this neighborhood, you will eventually be adjacent to one of Atlanta's best amenities and largest green spaces. Now, Night Park has kind of a post-industrial vibe. It's a quiet, tiny little community made up mostly of rehab cottages in the mid to low 200s, but also larger craftsman style homes that can creep up past 500,000. So while prices here are rising rapidly, there's still some great value. And in terms of location, few places have a brighter outlook than Night Park, Howell Station. All right, coming in at number 4 on my list is Eastlake Terrace. Eastlake Terrace is a quiet, small community on the east side of Atlanta that is on a sharp upward trajectory. It's located just far east enough of hot neighborhoods like Kirkwood and Edgewood that you don't have to pay those prices, but it's not too far east to where you have to worry too much about your safety. Eastlake Terrace is bordered by the beautiful and well-regarded Eastlake Golf Course, and it's just a stone's throw from the famously popular downtown Decatur. Now, there's a little less actually going on in Eastlake Terrace than some of the other neighborhoods I'm going to talk about, but you're close to everything. We're talking less than 15 minutes to Midtown Atlanta or downtown, so you're not far to any of the great things that Atlanta has to offer. The homes in this neighborhood have a lot of character, including tons of cute cottages, bungalows, and Tudor-style homes. The great thing about Eastlake Terrace is you can snag a 3-2 with at least 1,300 square feet easily in the mid 300s. So the prices here haven't gone crazy like many other places in Atlanta, but they are certainly going to in the next 5 years. East Lake Terrace is great for younger couples or younger families who want to be near Midtown Atlanta but don't really want to pay the exorbitant prices that come with a Kirkwood or Edgewood or Reynoldstown. All right, coming in at number 3 on my list, we have Hateville. Now, if you've watched many of my videos, I'm sure you've heard me talk about Hateville. I absolutely love this neighborhood, both for first-time home buyers and real estate investors. Now, when we're discussing South Atlanta, certain areas can definitely get dicey, but that's why I love Hateville. It's one of the quietest, most well-maintained, tightly knit communities in South Atlanta. So why do I like Hateville for real estate investors? Well, mainly because of the proximity to Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, which is one of the world's busiest airports. This is an absolute gem for short-term rental space. But also, do yourself a favor and Google Aerotropolis and Airport City, and you'll see that there are massive multi-million-dollar projects in the works in South Atlanta that are definitely going to impact home values in Hateville. Why do I like Hateville for residential or first-time home buyers? Well, you can buy new construction here in the mid to high 300s, or you can buy a resale home, a simple 3-2, in the mid to low 200s. So there's incredible value in Hateville, and there's a lot of character. Hateville is known as City of the Arts, so if you're an artistic-minded person, you should definitely check out Hateville. And if you're a real estate investor looking to build a rental portfolio, one of the first places I would have you look at is Hateville, Atlanta. All right, coming in at number 2, Westview. Are you a fan of mid-century modern homes, maybe sometimes without the modern part? Do you want to be close to a lot of the action Atlanta has to offer? Do you want to get in on one of Atlanta's hottest neighborhoods before the prices explode? Well, then you need to look at Westview. So as many of you probably already know, the entire west side of Atlanta is absolutely booming, mainly due to the development and completion of the West Side Trail of the Beltline and all of the amenities and economic development that it's brought. You're seeing tons of younger folks who may have been priced out of some of the hotter neighborhoods on the east or north side start to look to the west side, where there's simply more value to be found. Now, when we're talking about the west side, there are a lot of neighborhoods that straddle north and south of 20 on the west side of Atlanta. Some of those neighborhoods are already too hot to find great value, like the West End, and others are still years away for being viable places for a family to live, like Dixie Hills. But to me, Westview is one of the perfect blends of value, character, and close proximity to great amenities. The West Side Beltline Trail runs adjacent to Westview, so you'll have that to enjoy anytime you want, as well as the Lee and White development and all the retail shops, restaurants, and bars that have sprung up around there, and the future development of the West End Mall, which is set to be absolutely amazing. Like I said, you'll see a lot of mid-century modern homes in this area with tons of character in the low to mid 200s, something that is move-in ready, but that you can develop over time and turn into an absolute gem. But because of the impact the Beltline is having on this area, you're already starting to see new construction well into the high $400,000 range here. So the time to get into Westview is right now, in my opinion. If you're a younger single person or couple who wants to be close to the action of Atlanta, but maybe doesn't have the budget that it requires to be in, say, an Inman Park, I would definitely have you take a look at Westview. You will not be sorry if you own a home here. You will not be sorry 5 years from now if you own a home in Westview, Atlanta. All right, coming in at number 1 on my list of Atlanta gem neighborhoods is, don't tell anyone I told you this, Scottdale. Honestly, I wanted to make this entire video mainly just so I can talk about how much I love Scottdale. My wife and I rented an apartment in Scottdale for a few years, and it remains one of my favorite places I've lived in Atlanta. Why? Well, one of the main reasons is you're practically in downtown Decatur without the crazy downtown Decatur prices. We're talking a sub 5-minute drive, and in some cases a walk to one of the hottest, most desirable places in Atlanta for shopping, restaurants, and bars. Additionally, it's incredibly close to one of my favorite places in Atlanta to visit, the DeKalb Farmers Market. DeKalb Farmers Market is an absolutely massive multicultural farmers market that I highly recommend you visit if you're ever in Atlanta. If you're into beer, there are some fantastic breweries right down the street, including Wild Heaven and 3 Taverns. Scottdale is not bustling like many of the other neighborhoods in Atlanta. It has a quieter and somewhat suburban vibe, in my opinion. You have Avondale Estates just to the south, which is an absolutely beautiful upscale neighborhood you can enjoy. And as someone who really enjoys going up and enjoying the nature in North Georgia and Tennessee, being on the north side of the perimeter is a huge benefit for that. I currently live on the south side of Atlanta, and while I absolutely love it, it definitely increases my commute anytime I want to go to North Georgia or Tennessee. Now, Scottdale has absolutely caught fire in the last couple years, and you're currently seeing new construction creep up past $500,000 and $600,000 in this area. But the good news is you can still find a resale home, a 3-2, in the mid 200,000s. So there's still great value here, and it's still relatively unknown. So if you're looking for exceptional value without the hustle and bustle of many other Atlanta neighborhoods, if you enjoy downtown Decatur but you can't pay downtown Decatur prices, you absolutely need to look at Scottdale. It's a fantastic, unique neighborhood in Atlanta, and home values here are going to continue to rise for many years to come. Alright, so that were my top 5 Atlanta gem neighborhoods. I hope you enjoyed that video and found it helpful. Like I said, I'm going to continually put out content that helps you understand what it's like to live in Atlanta and where you should consider buying a home. If you are thinking about buying a home in the Atlanta area, you should definitely reach out to me. I would love to help. All of my contact information is below. Reach out anytime. This is what my team and I do. We help people figure out where they want to be in Atlanta and help them through the process of buying a home. Again, my name is Marc Brenner. This is Living in Atlanta, and I'll see you next time.